Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be going over part 2 of the baby steps to branding. It's been a little while. I had kind of taken a little break and now I've been able to regroup and now I'm back. So again, hello, and welcome. I'm Ralph Ann Forrest, a certified image consultant for those of you that haven't seen my first part of Baby Steps to Branding. You can catch it on our Women's Self-Improvement Network group. You can also probably find the first part on our Women's Self-Improvement Network page, as well as my profile page on Facebook. It's the one where I am wearing the purple. Yeah, there's like purple accessories, purple necklace, like purple everything. So anyway, this is part 2. And again, just to familiarize you, since it's been a couple of weeks since we've touched base and talked about this, I focus on baby steps to branding. So this is for someone who, female entrepreneur, who is interested in starting to promote themselves on social media, but a little bit of overwhelmed by all of the different platforms that you can advertise on, myself included. And again, if you feel like, I want to start promoting myself and branding myself on social media, but I feel like I have to be everywhere all the time, you absolutely don't have to be everywhere all the time. Baby Steps to Branding basically gives you permission to exhale and start with one platform at a time. The platform that I like to focus on is Facebook, especially in the beginning, because it's one of the easiest platforms to learn. It's a free way to brand yourself, to gain organic reach. And so, again, it's just been one of my, my favorite platforms to start with. I do have a new YouTube channel that I've started just for the Baby Steps to Branding, because one of the other ways to, gain exposure and not feel overwhelmed is, to take a video such as this and post it in various places, so like today, once this video is finished, it'll be posted on a couple of groups, a couple of pages, as well as my YouTube channel. Okay, so that's a very easy way to, to utilize your time and, just to kind of make the most of it. So again, I am Ralph Ann Forrest. I have been a certified beauty expert and licensed esthetician for over 28 years. I started with a company called Beauty Control, and it's a network marketing, direct sales company, and I loved it. It was great. I started that business when I was 18 years old, and I have been kind of, hooked into network marketing, so it seems, ever since. I do have a studio that I work out of when it's open. Right now we're still, kind of on lockdown, quarantine situation. So I'm not in my studio, obviously not as much, just kind of go there to kind of take a little walk through and, straighten up a little bit. And soon, hopefully by this fall, we'll be open. Most of my clients are female entrepreneurs or brides. I do work a lot with brides and offer them personal consultations as well. So as an image consultant, my work is not just for your personal image, but I like to help you, tweak your business image as well. So if you are, a female entrepreneur and you're wanting to kind of give a little tweak or makeover to yourself or your business, that's my primary profession. That's what I do. Okay, So anyway, so into baby steps into branding. So what I'm going to do today is just review a little bit of what we did, what we talked about the last time. Reason being is because, like I said, it's been a couple weeks and I just want to kind of touch base and refresh our memory a little bit. I have been, regrouping, trying to follow my own advice, working with groups and, just trying to stay positive. I've recently toned down my Facebook friends list. I filtered it out. I cleaned it out, y'all. And it's so refreshing to go through your news feed and not see so much negativity and, just to focus on the business. As an entrepreneur, this can be a very lonely business because you have vision and you have purpose and you need to stay inspired. You want to stay inspired. And with everything that's going on in the world, we don't want to be, passive. And it's not like we lack compassion, but we have to stay focused. We have to stay driven. And my news feed was getting, crazy. Like literally people were going back and forth. They were arguing, they were fighting. There was negative posts from both sides. This isn't just a black and white thing. Literally. I mean, there is definitely a gray area. And anyway, just all of the negativity, I started to lose focus. And when you are, someone that teaches focus and helps to coach on branding, sometimes you have to take a step back yourself and, and meditate on positivity and, be a follower of your own word. So that's why I had to kind of take a step back and clean up. I've still been, kind of watching and observing a lot of what's been going on in social media, a little bit of the news. You want to stay informed. You just don't want to be inundated. That's part of your branding. If you don't take away anything else from branding your business, remember that you have to stay focused and you have to stay centered because it gets harder sometimes to get up and do the things that you have to do when you feel like, you're surrounded by chaos. And we have our day-to-day lives and we have families and we have so much going on right now with the pandemic that you're going to have to work extra hard to stay focused so you can continue to build your brand, especially now. So anyway, so all that to say, let me go to my notes. I don't have my contacts in today because with my contacts, and I don't know if y'all have experienced this. So when I was younger, I got my contacts and I could see far away and I could see close up. And then when I got older and I got my contacts, I could see far away, but I can't see close up anymore. So anyway, so if you see me squinting and kind of looking funny, it's because I am trying to see without glasses or contacts, right? Okay, so here we go. So again, this is for someone, female entrepreneur that is maybe just kind of new. Like, you're not really doing videos yet. You're not doing, a whole lot of posts, not really sure where to start. This is kind of for you. As we scroll back to our video that was I think 2 weeks ago, to be honest. I don't know. I took a serious step back, y'all. So just to review from our last Baby Steps to Branding Part 1, you want to become a expert in your industry. So for instance, if you are in a business or work for a company or represent a company that specialize in skincare and cosmetics, how cool is it to either have a license in that industry or a certificate is what we talked about. If you represent a company that sells supplements or nutritional products. How cool to have a certificate or some sort of career diploma in maybe fitness and nutrition. Kind of set yourself aside as the expert. That's what we talked about. Not that you have to, not that it's mandated, but just a little extra credibility, and kind of set yourself aside, kind of set yourself apart as, as the expert. And this is why, you're the person to go to for these products. How cool is that? So we also talked about start building promotional photos. So hopefully you all started with, building your portfolio, getting some professional photos together. Even if it consists of, getting your hair and makeup done or doing your hair and makeup, putting on some nice clothes and getting like a friend or a neighbor or a family member to do some iPhone shots of you, some candid photos, some nice headshots. I think I mentioned retouchup.com is my favorite photo editor. So even if you do some basic shots with an iPhone that takes great photos, by the way, I think 7 Plus, and now I use my iPhone 11 has kind of shown like the better photo quality. I don't know, play around with it. But the main idea is to get some professional photos that are other than selfies and, show you put together a little bit more. Because remember, this is representing your business and you are representing your business. So that was the second point. The third point we talked about was to start your Facebook page and group. So if you have not already started your Facebook page and group, remember, this is about branding yourself and networking your business. So not to start a page, where there's like Mary Kay everywhere or paparazzi everywhere. This is about starting a page and group that focuses on you and your professionalism, the services you offer, the best qualities about you. Of course, mention your product. Because I am an image consultant, I do like to kind of lead with my services. Clients will contact me about my services first, and I'll say, yes, here's what I offer. I offer a 30-minute free phone or FaceTime consultation. And then we go into packages depending on how long they want my services, for 4, 6, or 8 weeks. And prices and packages are based on that. And then once they become a client of mine and we start going into like what may be necessary to, build the brand and create the look that they're wanting to create, then I introduce products, unless they have a question, like, what, I just have, really dehydrated, dry skin. I know that's one of the areas that you work in. What can you recommend? Okay, so now I have products to recommend, of course. So cosmetics and skincare, accessories, boom, yes. Okay, those are things that I can personally help you with. I can sell you products and accessories and all the little fun things to make you look and feel your best. But people buy from who they like. So we want to create a relationship first. You want to become a product of the product first. You want to build relationships, and then maybe, start showing people more of what you have to offer once they're already a client of yours. If you have more questions about that, definitely just, hit me up and, we can kind of talk more one-on-one. My group, Women's Self-Improvement Network, which there will be a link to, we talk about things a little more in depth sometimes. There's posts not just from myself, but I also use other coaches and professionals in the business to go over things. But anyway, that's the main thing. You want to start building your brand, which means you want to set yourself aside as the expert. What makes you credible? What makes you credible And then the product sales will kind of fall into place after that. I mean, do you agree? If you're a product of the product yourself, if you have a great story to tell of how the products work for you, how you're happy with the products that you're using, how it changed your life, let's start with people getting to know you. I am often, and I take a deep breath because I don't want to offend anybody that's watching this, but I'm often pursued from other, female entrepreneurs, and I get it because you're excited. And I am pursued, sometimes even bombarded with everybody that has all these great, products to offer. And I think that that's great. However, I'm not, other than having professional products and really great things at my disposal, because I also work in the business. I'm one of those people that I'm not a big shopper. I'm more of when I'm looking for something in particular, then I go out looking for something in particular. Like this past couple days ago, I was out of candles, so I went candle shopping. I wasn't, browsing around a store and then saw a candle that I like, oh, this looks like, something I might like. I purposely go out looking for, I'm going candle shopping today, or I'm going wine shopping today, or, it's very purposeful. It's not, so for those people who do kind of, just do random shopping, I think that's one thing, but you have to realize a lot of people like myself, I'm not a random shopper. When I went and bought, a new health and wellness product, supplement line, it's because I was in the market for something health and wellness, and I was very specific in what I was looking for. And I kind of sought out, a couple of direct sales representatives that are also in my group. And, that's kind of how it all came about. It's because, I was looking for a thing, and then I seek it out, and then I found a person that was selling the thing, and then I bought the thing, and now I'm a customer of the thing. So anyway, that's it. But when you can't, bombard people with your products, and have you watched my video? Have you seen my this? Have you done my this? Yes. However, I'm not in the market to purchase anything. So with that being the case, save that energy to start creating your brand and building your audience. Okay, so that kind of, it's going to lead us into what we're talking about today, which I am going to get to. But, I just think all this is important, and we have to kind of reiterate it and just remind ourselves that, we can't bombard people or overwhelm, because it puts, y'all know how you all feel about, if anybody here is a telemarketer, I don't want to offend you, but, Verizon started putting potential spam alerts on our phones for a reason, because people, overall just don't want to be bothered, unless they want to be bothered, basically. All right, so with that said, and then we're going to go, and with your page and group, once you create, the first thing, to do is to create like a little welcome video. Nothing really long or detailed, maybe just a little intro of yourself, a little brief bio of yourself. That's cool. What you specialize in. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so that was the recap. So now, and all of this, pretty much ties together. It's not, like we start there. The reason why there's different parts to this is because it's all, we're going to collaborate, and you'll see how it flows together. So this is fun. If you have not already, the next part of branding is to join and become active in at least 3 Facebook groups. Interaction is the key. That means posting in the group, commenting on posts, positive comments. How cool is that? So 3, and this can be like our women's networking group that we have, my group, the Women's Self-Improvement Network. I'm also a member of like the Female Entrepreneurs Association, Women Helping Women Entrepreneurs. If you have a hobby or, something that you like to pass time with or something you enjoy doing, a colleague of mine, she joined a group. She's got this health disorder that's very rare, and she thought it would be kind of cool to interact with other women that had the same disorder. That's an idea. I personally prefer to join groups that are going to be more female and entrepreneur or business oriented. I'm also like a big follower of the law of attraction. So, anything like that is just more positive interaction for me. But, it's up to you. Definitely, pick 3 that you feel like you can stay active in. Like I said, it's when you join a group and you just kind of, lie dormant, it kind of takes away from it a little bit, I mean, you want to be active, commenting on posts, liking posts, being active. If you were in a room as if you were in a room of other female entrepreneurs, a networking event, mind you, and it's the same. Think of it, as a room of people, they're having refreshments, they're talking, they're having fun, they're interacting, and then you're just kind of sitting quiet in your chair, observing, and you never say anything. You just kind of keep to yourself, very quiet. That's kind of the same thing, the same vibe that happens when you join a Facebook group, especially when these are your peers. These are supposed to be your like-minded people. So what you want to do, is it's the same. You make more of an impression when you're active, when you speak up, just kind of interact a little bit. So that's what I mean when I say, join a group and become active in the group. Okay, so the other thing we are talking about, and we've talked about it before, is to start with one social media platform. And that's just to avoid overwhelm. You master that one social media platform, you ride it for all it's worth. Like, I do a lot of my networking on Facebook, and that works for me. Facebook also works as a very good search engine. It's not just a social media platform. It's become another search engine. The past 3 clients that I've gotten for weddings, like brides, have found me on Facebook, contacted me on Facebook, and we've been able to interact on Facebook. So how cool is that? So find one platform, focus on it, take advantage of all the free training programs, videos, and then you can, slowly start to move into other platforms that kind of, that kind of work with it. Like I'm working more into social media branding via video. I mean, that's really how you're going to make your best connection. So because I'm using video, I did create the other YouTube channel, nothing too complicated. Basically the same video that I'm doing now, I will also, put on my YouTube channel, nothing different, nothing major, just keep it simple. And again, that's who this type of training is for, is just because I was very overwhelmed, coming from a different generation of sales and marketing and network marketing. It was a different time. And so, social media, although I could see the relevance of it and how amazing of an opportunity it is, to think that you have to be everywhere all the time doing all the things can be overwhelming. So stick to one. like I said, for me, Facebook is the easiest, and that's where a lot of my training is based on. All right, so the third tip of today is really just, videos. Work on getting good videos, because social media is your stage now. I've been asked to do the upcoming speaking engagements that I've been asked to do are virtual. As many of you that's, do public speaking and coaching and what have you, a lot of the events are virtual because that's what we're dealing with right now. And so just think of it, as doing your videos or your Facebook lives or whatever. Social media is there to create an audience for you. I mean, how awesome is that? So you want to work on your video. Today I just went back to kind of pre-record it because it works better for me. I can work with lighting and angles a little bit better, kind of seeing what works. Anyway, it kind of works for me. I like a live to give a little introduction of what's to come when there's a lot of content involved. I just prefer that it be pre-recorded, if that makes sense. But it's whatever works for you, find what works for you and stick to it. The main thing with videos is that you want to make sure that you have, good video quality. Like I said, I am using right now the iPhone 11. I think it has a great video quality. You want to have good lighting. Today I do have a photography light, and I also have some natural light. I've got my window open. I'm here at the house. I'm not in the studio today. And that's pretty much it, just good lighting, good quality, good sound. You want your audio to be on point too. Some people use additional microphones. My phone tends to pick up my voice well. So anyway, that's not an issue for me. But, just getting out there. Like I said, this is a great opportunity, to create, build an audience. And how often do you get to talk in front of, hundreds, in some cases, thousands of people? One of the groups I belong to has over almost 400,000 members. Not that they're all, gonna be watching me on this training, but it's still, Facebook allows you to have up to 5,000 friends. So choose wisely. Like I said, I just recently, cleaned out my Facebook friends. I just went through and who have I not seen or talked or heard from for a while? Who's not contributing? Who's just kind of, on the sidelines, using up my Facebook friend numbers. And, it's a personal decision. I prefer my Facebook page to be about me, close friends and family, and what I'm doing in my business and what I have to contribute to society. That's it. Other people, it's all personal. Other folks, it's all business. It's good to kind of mix it up, maybe half and half. So it's not all business. That is a little bit of a challenge for me because, I love my family, and we have 3 children, 3 pretty much grown kids, and I have a 3-year-old grandson, and I love that. I just don't post a lot of personal things because, I have to stay focused on what I'm doing. So anyway, with that said, again, I'm going to try to, my goal was to try to do this every week. And like I said, life just kind of happened. I just had to regroup and be sure I was going in the direction that I wanted to go in. And I am. So yay, I'm happy. But yeah, I do want to try to do another part of this training every week. So again, you can check in and see if you guys have any personal questions that you want to ask me directly. Feel free to message me, and You know, again, the Women's Self-Improvement Network is for branding yourself and networking your business. And, you know, I'd love to hear more about your business and, you know, see all the great things that you have to offer, and, you know, all the, you know, the wonderful services that you offer. You know, everybody has something special to contribute. You were not a female entrepreneur by accident. You know, that takes a very different person to make that decision, because it is not an easy decision. But anything I can do to support and help you, definitely there. And all right, I will see you next time. And, you know, you guys take care and be inspired. Thank you.